St. Lucia. Hot 7 TV was the first to bring you a full HD newscast. Now, here's another first. The Hot 7 Nightly News is now your first newscast for the evening in St. Lucia. You heard right. The Hot 7 Nightly News is now at 7:15. Yes, tune in at 6:45 p.m. and be the first to catch the latest happenings in your world. On the run, watch us on your cell phone or tablet via the Caribbean Hot FM app. Trusted objective journalism from our diligent news team. Get it fresh, get it hot. The Hot 7 Nightly News, now at 7:15. Watch us on channel 117 on Flow, channel 7 Plug and Play, or follow us on Facebook Live on Caribbean Hot 7 TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Tonight, MHMC CEO called on St. Lucians to health. St. Lucia reviews financial crime risks ahead of 2027 evaluation, and PM urges reflection on emancipation's meaning. The first segment of the Hot 7 TV Nightly News is sponsored by CIP, the Citizenship by Investment Program.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Thursday, July 30th, 2026. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page, and our YouTube channel, Caribbean Hot 7 TV. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna, thank you so much for joining us. Dr. Damian Greaves is urging St. Lucians to take greater responsibility for their health by focusing on prevention, healthier lifestyles, and regular medical care. He warned that delaying treatment and neglecting wellness can lead to serious health challenges and increased healthcare costs.
Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Heights Medical Complex, Dr. Damian Greaves, has called out St. Lucians to ownership of their health. Speaking passionately to reporters, he pointed out that many people tend to neglect healthy habits, cautioning that this neglect could result in serious health problems down the line, particularly given how expensive healthcare can be overall.
We must take responsibility for our health, because it is our health, and we know what to do to take responsibility for our health. And it is therefore that each and every St. Lucian takes responsibility for his or her health, because that is so critical, and health is expensive. My team can tell you almost every day the price of equipment goes up.
Dr. Greaves noted that healthcare can be costly and urged people not to wait until they become seriously ill before seeking medical attention. He encouraged the public to make regular checkups, healthier lifestyles, and early intervention a greater part of their daily lives.
Health is an expensive business, and we must take care of the health. And we must take care of it before. No need pour point d'ouvrir point. We don't wait until we are actually sick and falling down, especially the men in our society, before we go and check the doctor, go into the health center or the wellness center and see what is going on. Do the tests. You know, a lot of us, we have cars, we always below the bonnet of the car to make sure it's in good condition and roadworthy. But how many of us are looking at the bonnets of our bodies, below the bonnets of our bodies, and doing the test? Because it's under pressure too.
Dr. Greaves noted that improved personal care and healthier lifestyles among citizens could help reduce the prevalence of chronic and serious diseases in St. Lucia, creating a healthier nation. For 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
St. Lucia is reviewing the findings of its 2025 National Risk Assessment as part of efforts to strengthen its systems against money laundering, terrorist financing, and other financial crimes. Authorities say the report will guide improvements ahead of the country's next international evaluation in 2027 and 2028.
St. Lucia is taking steps to strengthen its fight against financial crime as the National Anti-Money Laundering Oversight Committee, NAMLOC, reviews findings from the 2025 National Risk Assessment. The review brought together government agencies, private sector representatives, and other stakeholders to examine the country's exposure to money laundering, terrorist financing, and proliferation financing. Permanent Secretary in the Attorney General's Chambers and NAMLOC Chair Juliana Alfred said the assessment provides a clear picture of areas where improvements are needed.
By us identifying our challenges, it allows us now to be able to make decisive decisions, set effective action plans, which will be guided on the basis of the evidence that we have collected.
She said the findings must go beyond a written report and serve as a guide for action as St. Lucia prepares for its next international review.
We want you to embrace this report as a tool for action, a tool that will allow us to prepare as we get ready for fifth round 2027-2028. It provides us an opportunity to work on the deficiencies that we have highlighted in the report and to build on the work as well that the country has undertaken over the last few years.
Attorney General Leslie Mondesir said an accurate assessment of the country's risk environment is necessary to identify weaknesses and strengthen existing measures against financial crime.
Our objective is not to secure the most favorable ratings, but to ensure that the conclusions are accurate, evidence-based, and truly reflective of our risk environment. Where the evidence supports a conclusion, it must be clearly articulated.
With the fifth round mutual evaluation scheduled for 2027 and 2028, authorities say continued cooperation among government bodies, regulators, law enforcement, and the private sector will be important in improving St. Lucia's financial safeguards. I'm Christopher Loby reporting for Hot 7 TV News.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre is urging St. Lucians to reflect on the meaning of freedom and focus on personal growth as the country prepares for Emancipation 2026. He also called for greater responsibility on the roads, warning that reckless driving continues to affect lives and places pressure on the nation.
As St. Lucia prepares to observe Emancipation 2026, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre is encouraging citizens to use the occasion to reflect on the meaning of freedom and the country's future. Speaking after Friday's launch of the Emancipation celebrations, he urged the public to focus on personal growth and the role each individual plays in national development.
I also like to take the opportunity to wish everybody not a happy observance of Emancipation Day. In fact, Emancipation Day is a day that's been etched in the history of our country. We have the government from 2021, starting 2022, has pledged to make Emancipation Day a very significant day in the history of our country. There are many things that we're supposed to emancipate ourselves from, and things that we can avoid. There are many things we can avoid.
The Prime Minister also echoed remarks made by Minister for Creative Industries and Culture, Dr. Ernest Hilaire, noting that small island developing states continue to face evolving challenges. While addressing the country's development, Pierre also appealed to motorists to drive responsibly, warning that reckless driving places lives at risk and carries heavy social and economic consequences.
You can emancipate ourselves from recklessness. We can emancipate ourselves from carelessness on the roads. We can emancipate ourselves from drinking under the influence of alcohol and drugs. These are things we can emancipate ourselves from. We can do that. And I think that it's very important that when we look at the things that are very exciting and that can cause a lot of excitement, there's little things that we can deal with. We can emancipate ourselves from that. Last week, the accidents on the roads were on an unacceptable level. I'm not judging, but the recklessness on St. Lucia roads is something that we must look into.
With emancipation activities set to begin, the Prime Minister called on St. Lucians to approach the months ahead with responsibility, reflection, and care for one another. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
And now it's time for Hot 7 TV News quiz break.
Why often fly in a V-shaped formation?
UWP members call for greater clarity on Richard Frederick matter, and single mother faces uncertain future after losing job. All that and much more coming up when we return. The first segment of the Hot 7 TV Nightly News was sponsored by CIP, the Citizenship by Investment Program.
I am the CIP. It's about me, my country, and my family. I am the CIP. CIP is a brilliant plan. Invest in us, be one of us. I see the progress across the land, boy, of the Citizenship by Investment Program. I am the CIP. It's about me. I am the CIP. It's about me. I am the CIP. It's about our citizenship by investment program.
Things are heating up at the National Farmers and General Workers Credit Union Limited. We've got some red-hot deals just for you with 100% financing. Rev up for some excitement with our incredible vehicle loan offer. Building or renovating, we've got you covered. Or pack up for that ideal getaway. This offer won't be over. Visit us today and take advantage of this limited time deal. Don't miss out on these fantastic deals with 100% financing. Only at the National Farmers and General Workers Credit Union Limited. We're your friend when you're in need.
The Super 6 jackpot is now $200,000. Have you played?
Flying in a V-shaped formation helps birds conserve energy. Each bird benefits from the upward moving air created by the wings of the bird in front. The lead bird works the hardest and will eventually rotate to the back, allowing another bird to take the lead. This teamwork enables migrating birds to travel much longer distances.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Thanks for staying with us. UWP members have criticized Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's decision to await the outcome of a police investigation before commenting further on the situation involving Cabinet Minister Richard Frederick, former candidate Titus Preville, and Public Relations Officer Leonard Montoute called for greater clarity and accountability from the Prime Minister on the matter.
During Thursday's edition of Newspin with Timothy Polio, members of the United Workers' Party shared their views on Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre's decision regarding the future of Cabinet Minister Richard Frederick. The Prime Minister had indicated that he would not comment further on the matter until the police completed their investigation and submitted a report. However, UWP members disagree with that approach. Former UWP candidate Titus Preville said the Prime Minister should have provided greater clarity on the matter involving the SSDF and outlined steps to address the situation.
When we have a statutory corporation called the SSDF, with this institution, critical, finds that there are checks purportedly to be written in the name of this institution in circulation on social media for weeks. And you know that there is an executive director, you know that there is a board. And when neither the executive director, nor the board, nor the minister responsible for the SSDF will say one word on a simple matter of public accountability and transparency, and this government will come on the market steps to report somehow on their governance, you know, it is hurtful.
United Workers' Party Public Relations Officer Leonard Spider Montut said the Prime Minister's failure to answer questions or comment on the matter was a concern and described it as a possible sign of undemocratic leadership. He said such an approach was unacceptable for a national leader and noted that a response to the public was long overdue.
Up to this moment, up to now, the leader of the opposition has not even gotten an acknowledgement. Not even an acknowledgement he has gotten. So what more do you want us to do? Just sit by and accept that a high-handed autocratic leader can just decide what he is going to address and what he will tolerate and entertain in government, while our government is being brought into disrepute, while the reputation of our country is being sullied? Okay, these are the things we must ask ourselves and focus the right place as to where you have to put pressure and level condemnation.
The issue remained deeply divided across the country, with public opinion split. While some citizens support the Prime Minister's stand with his decision, others called immediate action to be taken. However, the Prime Minister maintained his position, stating that no further response would be provided until the police had concluded their investigation.
I'm deliberate and I think of what I do. And before you ask me, I'm going to tell you I'm making no statement on the Richard Fredericks issue. Because the police are continuing their investigations and I'm making absolutely no statement on it at this point in time.
For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bisset reporting.
A single mother says she lost her job after failing a workplace evaluation because she is unable to read and write, leaving her unable to complete her unfinished home or afford rent. She is now appealing for assistance as she struggles to provide housing and school supplies for her 12-year-old daughter.
A single mother says losing her job turned her life upside down, leaving her struggling to provide a stable home for her 12-year-old daughter. She claims she was dismissed from her position as a cleaner after failing a workplace evaluation because she's unable to read and write. According to the mother, the test score fell below the required pass mark and she was let go shortly afterwards. The loss of her income came at the worst possible time, as she was in the middle of building a home and had hoped to stop paying $600 a month in rent so she could focus on completing the house. With no steady income, she says construction has come to a halt. Although the building has no doors or windows, she believes she has no choice but to move in with her daughter because she can no longer afford to pay rent.
I was working in an establishment and they let me go because I cannot really read and write properly. I really need a job. I'm good at cleaning and stuff like that. As you can see, I trying to come out underneath the rent. I'm paying $600 and I'm trying to come underneath the rent for me to do what I have to do. Yeah. So in any way, if you can assist me, if I can get a job cleaning or something, I'll love to. My number is 719-6810. I need to come out underneath the rent. I just missing the windows and the doors, and I have to put water and electricity, and I'll do the rest. I tell them my situation. First thing I just tell the people when they interviewing me, I cannot really read and write. But understand. But I'll try my best. I was doing the work so nice, cleaning the place. So nice, but the paper they asked me to do, I couldn't really do it.
The mother says she's also worried about preparing her daughter for the new school year, seeing that she will now be attending the Babylon Secondary School in September. She's struggling to purchase uniforms, textbooks, and other essential school supplies.
My daughter does pass to Babuno Secondary School there, and it's really hard for me. I have to buy school books and stuff like that, and it's really a burden to me. So I dropped some applications places already, but I still seeking to see if I can get assistance.
She says she has reached out to several agencies for assistance, but has so far received no support. Even with the challenges she now faces, the mother remains hopeful that help will come and that she and her daughter will be able to rebuild their lives. For Hot 7 News, I'm Chloe Dantes reporting.
For decades, many of St. Lucia's defining moments were captured through the lens of Government Information Service camera operator Norman Charlie Charlemagne. While viewers rarely saw the man behind the camera, his work helped preserve images that continue to tell the nation's story. Christabel Obi has this report.
For years, Norman Charlemagne, affectionately known as Charlie, was behind the camera capturing some of St. Lucia's most important moments. From parliamentary proceedings and national ceremonies to official events, his work helped preserve images that now form part of the island's visual record. Charlie played an important role in building the Government Information Service's collection of historic video footage, creating an archive that continues to reflect St. Lucia's journey over the years. His time working with Parliament also highlighted his dedication to documenting the nation's affairs. Former GIS employee Glenn Simon remembers Charlie not only as a talented camera operator, but also as a skilled technician, mentor, and a valuable resource for journalists and media professionals seeking historic footage.
Mr. Charlemagne and I worked very closely together. Actually, when I joined the GIS, Norman Charlemagne was already retired, but however, he spent many years in a second stint with the GIS. I think he had more than 2 stints of retirement. And Norman was a prolific technical person, a prolific cameraman. He actually recorded a lot of the St. Lucia's history long before St. Lucia's independence. Norman was, documenting. And he trained many technicians. Persons like myself learned under him as well in terms of some of the techniques that he did in terms of repairing of cables, in terms of how you frame a shot, the camera work, and the value of archiving footage. This is where Norman really shined.
Although his work was mostly behind the camera, Glenn Simon says Charlie's impact reached far beyond the images he recorded. He described him as a dependable colleague whose professionalism and attention to detail inspired those who worked alongside him. Simon said Charlie believed every recording had lasting value. Rather than treating footage as something to be used once and forgotten, he carefully labeled, preserved, and organized each recording, knowing it could one day help tell St. Lucia's story. That same level of care extended to his equipment. Simon recalled one assignment where Charlie slipped while making his way across rough terrain. Yet, even as he fell down the hillside, his first instinct was to protect the camera he was carrying.
During one of disaster in St. Lucia, and I think he was with one of the ministers, John Compton or one of them, and they were going to look at what happened, what transpired. And while observing and moving around, he slipped and he was falling down some hill. And Charlie said, the instinct of a cameraman is to protect his camera. And while he was sliding, his hand was raised with the camera above it. He got dirty, but the camera never touched the ground. And for me, that was an example of what Charlie always preached to us. You have to come back with the footage and protect your equipment.
Away from the camera, Charlie is remembered as someone who brought warmth and laughter to the workplace. Colleagues say he was always ready to lend a hand, especially when a technical problem needed solving. Glenn Simon believes Charlie's legacy reaches far beyond those who had the privilege of working with him. He says every piece of archived footage reflects the dedication of the people behind the camera, whose work has helped preserve St. Lucia's history, even though their names were rarely seen by the public.
Without our history, without our past, we do not understand where we're going. And Charlie has captured several key developments in St. Lucia that now we appreciate and sometimes we take it for granted. He captured elements of us raising our national flag for the first time and seeing all the royalty that came through the country and seeing some of the way that St. Lucia was, even before the catastrophe, not before the fire, I think, Charlie was capturing moments. And Charlie has captured so many different things that are nostalgic, that are memorable, and I hope we could also understand that by capturing those moments, we are telling a story and we are making it live on for persons that aren't even present at this time.
Norman Charlie Shalmine spent much of his career making sure the stories of others would not be lost. Now, through the footage he captured, the professionals he guided, and the archives he helped preserve, his own contribution remains firmly within St. Lucia's history. Family, friends, and members of the media fraternity are expected to pay their final respects when his funeral is held on August 6th at the Catholic Church in La Clary from 2 p.m. I'm Christabel reporting for Hot 7 TV News.
Get ready for another round of Hot 7 TV News quiz break.
Which foods are considered the best for brain health?
You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We'll be right back.
It's all about you and the dreams you believed, how you made your way ahead, all the goals you have achieved.
All along the way, you've been a partner so true. All the way you've seen me through.
We're all the bank you need. It's still about you and the life you're shaping now. All the doors that open wide, every step, every vow.
All along the way, you'll be a partner so true. All the way you've seen me through.
We're all the bank you need. We're the Bank of St. Lucia, so bank on your future. We're the Bank of St. Lucia, all the bank you need.
Celebrating 25 years strong. Bank of St. Lucia, all the bank you need.
Enjoy.
Wait, hold on. Where the real food? No mac and cheese, no stew backs.
It's there. Just balanced.
Daddy, that's your carbs, your veg, and your protein.
You said you want to live a long time, right?
Yeah, but not like a rabbit.
We're not cutting on your belly. We're fixing it. Less grease, more.
Them buddies have a real vibe, eh?
Daddy, healthy is good too, you know.
My plate, a healthy plate. Eat good, feel good, live good.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Nutrition in collaboration with the Caribbean Development Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank.
Ready to sing it out? Every other Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Bring the energy to the ultimate blast karaoke night. Shower singer or stage legend. If you've got a voice, the mic is yours. And the vibes stay high. From old school classics to today's biggest hits. Step up, sing loud, sip on drink special. Tasty eats and win big with Bingo. Blast Entertainment Center, corner of Chisel and Brazil Street. Upstairs, the new Starlight Building. So warm up those vocals, grab the mic. Blast Karaoke Night. Big notes, bigger wins.
Get ready for another evening of spectacular performances at Blast Karaoke Night on Wednesday, 12th August 2026.
Fatty fish like salmon, leafy green vegetables, berries, nuts, seeds, eggs, and whole grains are among the best foods for brain health. They provide essential nutrients such as omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins that support memory, concentration, and overall cognitive function while helping to protect the brain as we age.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Welcome back. The Labrie Cooperative Credit Union launched its 50th anniversary celebrations at its AGM, reporting assets of nearly $532 million, over 33,000 members, and $113.8 million in loans approved by December 2025. year-long anniversary program runs through July 2027. The institution is balancing its cooperative legacy with challenges like rising costs and digital competition, while prioritizing improved online services and outreach to younger members. Josiah Passett gives us the details.
50 years after ordinary workers pooled their financial resources in a small fishing village, the Labrie Cooperative Credit Union launched its 50th anniversary celebrations annual general meeting, reflecting on how far that experiment has come and what lies ahead.
It is that we each give ourselves a pat on the back and show what can be done when we pool resources together. When in 1976, ordinary fishers, farmers, teachers, factory workers, clerks came together to start the credit union, I don't think they had ever envisaged that in 50 years later it would have become the largest credit union in St. Lucia. So it is a time now, a time of reflection, a time of celebration, a time of renewal, a time of planning also, because it is not a phenomenon.
The AGM marked the launch of Labrie Credit Union's 50th anniversary, while the year-long program officially begins in August and runs through July 2027. By December 2025, assets had climbed to nearly $532 million and membership exceeded 33,000. Nearly 5,000 loans valued at $113.8 million were approved during the year.
We are national. We went national. That is why we are 3 branches. So everybody in St. Lucia is eligible to become a member of Labrie Credit Union.
The report says delinquency remained within the acceptable industry standard, while independent auditors found the 2025 financial statements fairly present under international accounting standards. That performance continues alongside the credit union's wider cooperative mission, which has included investing more than $102,000 in community support initiatives.
There are always challenges, and that is a beautiful thing about running a business, and particularly a membership-based business, a community-based business. You have to be adaptive. You need to have dynamic capabilities to respond to changes in the environment.
The report also acknowledges the challenges ahead, including rising costs, inflation, increased competition from commercial banks, and growing demand from faster digital services. Priorities include improving mobile and online services, strengthening internal processes, and developing programs for younger members.
And every month we'll have a theme, and it is actually going to portray the cohesiveness, the whole essence of what can we achieve when we come together as a unit.
The anniversary program officially begins in August and continues through July 2027, featuring community celebrations, awards recognizing contributors, and initiatives focused on shaping the credit union's next chapter. Surviving founding member Agatha Japanel is expected to feature prominently. At 50, Labrie tells 2 stories at once, one of an institution transformed through cooperation, and the other of an institution adapting to technology, competition, and changing member expectations. For Hot 7 TV News, Josiah Bissett reporting.
18 young artists are exploring St. Lucia's culture and natural environment through paintings, mosaics, and mixed media creations at the L&NAD's Art Escape Summer Camp exhibition. The program, which runs until Friday, July 31st, is helping children develop their creativity and confidence while building a deeper appreciation for the island's heritage.
18 young artists are using paint, design, and imagination to explore St. Lucia's culture and natural environment at the L&NAD's Art Escape Summer Camp. Since the program began on July 13th, the participants have been turning their ideas about the island's people, traditions, wildlife, and landscapes into creative works now displayed as an exhibition at Castries Anglo Infant School. Under the theme, Exploring Culture and Nature, the young artists created paintings, mosaics, and mixed media pieces inspired by their surroundings and heritage ahead of the camp's conclusion on July 31st. Coordinator Nadej Charles said the program is designed to encourage creativity while helping children develop their artistic skills and confidence.
The main goal of today's exhibition is actually to showcase what the young children can do, to showcase their creativity, to showcase that regardless of their ages that they are capable, and also to provide them with the opportunity to develop their creative skills as well.
One of our focus apart from painting and drawing, the language development, the language skills. So throughout the process, they were supposed to speak about it. So today, as you go around, they should be able to speak to you about the art pieces. We want children to be able to express themselves fluently, and I noticed that it's lacking a lot with our children. So as part of our process here, not just painting and art, but the language development. So we want them to feel more confident as they move on and they go back to school in September, that they feel more confident in their abilities.
She explained that the camp gives young participants the opportunity to explore new ways of thinking and express themselves through art. The exhibition features a range of colorful pieces, with each artwork reflecting the children's individual views of St. Lucia. Charles said, introducing young people to their culture through creative activities helps them build a deeper connection with their identity and traditions.
Let me tell you, this is something that has been a pain for me, and I believe this is one of the reasons why when in our discussions we decided, let us do something cultural, let us do it in a way where the children will enjoy learning about their country. This is why we also incorporated field trips where they actually learned about cultural things, cassava making. At Fond Latissab, we went to Lucian Country Life, where the children, they were actually in the nature itself.
Parents have also praised the initiative, with one parent noting the positive impact the camp has had on their child's confidence and appreciation for St. Lucia's culture and environment.
He's a bit more relaxed, I can say. He's a bit more relaxed because he's a very active boy. So I think with the art and, just going out there and getting a chance to see different things, it has him a bit more relaxed. Actually, when I walked in here, I was really impressed with what I saw because, I know that they're being coached, but they must have that, the desire to want to do it in order for them to be able to produce so well. So I was really impressed with what I saw.
For many of the young artists, the exhibition became more than a display of their artwork. It was a chance to share their creativity while reflecting on the lessons they gained about St. Lucia's culture, traditions, and natural beauty throughout the program.
So the pictures inspired the mountains.
Organizers hope the experience continues to inspire the young artists beyond the summer program, encouraging them to carry their creativity and love for their country into the future. I'm Christabel Obi reporting for Hot 7 TV News.
St. Lucia's athletes delivered strong performances at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, with Michael Joseph reaching the 400 meters semi-finals for the second time in his career, while Maverick Pamphil and Killen Vitalis also represented the island in their respective events, gaining valuable international experience against top competition.
St. Lucia's athletes made their presence felt at the 2026 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, with Michael Joseph once again representing the island on the international track. The Grosselet native competed at the Games for the second time, advancing to the 400-meter semi-finals just as he did during his debut appearance. Racing from lane 1 in Glasgow, Joseph finished 6th in the semi-final with a time of 46.69 seconds. Earlier in the competition, he secured 3rd place in his heat after crossing the finish line in 45.84 seconds, matching his previous Commonwealth Games semi-final result. Fellow St. Lucian Maverick Pamphil also competed in the men's 400 meter, finishing 4th in his heat with a time of 47.20 seconds. Although he did not advance further, his performance added another international appearance for the island's athletics team. In the men's 110-meter hurdles, Kilian Vitalis competed in cold conditions in Glasgow and finished 7th in his opening round heat. The Montreal native recorded a time of 14.46 seconds as he took on some of the region's best athletes at the Games. For Hot 7 News, I'm Chloe Dantes reporting.
Thus, the weather report is up next.
The third segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world.
Caribbean Awning. Let us cover your world with products for shade, shelter, and security. Rolling shutters, accordion shutters, roll-up steel doors, residential garage doors, storm panels, PVC cladding, blinds and roller shades, retractable awnings, fixed frame awnings, vertical drops, outdoor roller shades, canopy covers, gazebo covers, tent covers, pool covers, van tops and truck covers, carports, marine products, chair covers and upholstery, commercial umbrellas, banners and signage by Artwork, steel spiral and floating stairs, burglar bars, steel framed furniture, stainless steel cable railing, glass railing, aluminum louvered shade, aluminum fencing, aluminum railings, aluminum gates, estate gate motors, scissors gates, face recognition system, Caribbean Awning.
Log on to CaribbeanAwning.com.
Looking for the best way to advertise? Stop searching. Hot 7 TV gives you more reach, more impact, and more value. Get your business in front of the right audience and watch your sales soar. Don't miss out. Call 452-6040 today and take advantage of our exclusive advertising packages. Hot 7 TV. Smart advertising for smart businesses. And now for the weather report.
Good evening and welcome to Hot 7 TV's weather report. I'm your presenter, Serena Tuse. Present weather at Toronto Airport is partly cloudy and hazy. Present weather at George F.L. Charles Airport is partly cloudy and hazy. Present temperature at Toronto Airport is 41 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind at Toronto Airport is blowing from the east at 21 miles per hour or 33 kilometers per hour. Rainfall in the 24-hour period that ended at 8 a.m. today. At Toronto Airport, 3.5 millimeters. At George F.L. Charles Airport, 3.5 millimeters. Sunset today, 6:43 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:47 a.m. Weather fair to partly cloudy, hazy, and breezy with brief showers this evening and tonight. Cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms from tomorrow morning. Marine forecast for seasonal 25-mile or 40 kilometers radius from St. Lucia. Tides for Castries Harbour, high at 4:54 p.m., low at 6:46 p.m. Tides for Beaufort Bay, low at present, high at 6:01 p.m. Seas locally rough with waves and northeasterly to easterly swells 6 to 8 feet or 1.8 to 2.4 meters. Small craft operators and sea beavers are advised to exercise caution due to locally rough seas. Tropical weather outlook: the Atlantic pressure system will maintain moderate to brisk easterly winds across the eastern Caribbean region over the next couple of days. An approaching tropical wave located over the western tropical Atlantic is expected to begin affecting the Lesser Antilles from late tonight. This wave is moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. Another tropical wave located over the eastern tropical Atlantic is also moving westward near 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone formation is not expected over the tropical Atlantic during the next 7 days. This has been Hot 7 TV's weather forecast for today, July 30th, 2026. I'm your presenter, Serena to say thank you for staying tuned and do have a good night.
And with that, we come to the end of the Hot 7 TV Nightly News for today, Thursday, July 30th, 2026. Don't forget to join us tomorrow at midday for our next news major. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Daniela Edwin. Thank you for tuning in and to have a good night.